Okay, I've gotten a couple of requests for how I do my version of My Sweet Lord by George Harrison. So I'm going to try to walk you through everything that I do in it. I'll put a link up in the description so you can check out my original cover. But the basic idea is when I decided to do this song, to me, a lot of the best parts of it are, the background vocals and the slide guitar parts. So if I'm going to play it by myself without using a loop pedal, no band or anything like that, then I want to try to catch those things while I'm continuing to play the rhythm guitar. So that's basically the idea of what I'm going to try to get across in this video. If you don't know how to play the song in kind of a basic, fundamental way where you're just strumming along and singing the basic chords and lyrics and everything, I would learn all that first and then come back and learn all these little decorative things that I'm going to show you. So we'll get right into it. Capo on the 2nd fret, so you can get all the kind of lush sounds, get more open strings and play in the original key. And it's going to start off really basic, but I'm going to go through it all anyway, just in case anybody's watching that doesn't know the basics of the song. So the first chord is an E minor. So 2nd fret of the A string, I'm using my first finger. 2nd fret of the D string, using my 2nd finger. It's a simple basic E minor chord. And then it changes to an A. So the way I do it is I just leave my middle finger there on the D string 2nd fret, rock my first finger down from the E minor chord onto the G string 2nd fret, and then stuff my 3rd finger on the B string 2nd fret, just so you don't have to move too much around. But you can play A however you want, most people do it like that, or you bar chord, whatever you want to do. I play different ways depending on where I'm coming from. So E minor and A, and the strumming rhythm is, and it goes like this pretty much through the whole song, some kind of similar thing to this feel. Down, 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 up, switch to A, up, up, down, down, up, down, up, back to E minor, down, 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 up, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Easy enough, right? So then we get into the part where the slide guitar comes in. I'll play it first, and then I'll take you through everything. Right? So, what am I doing there? First, it's just a normal D major chord. So we got 2nd fret G string, 3rd fret B string, 2nd fret E string. With this fingering, 1st finger, 3rd finger, 2nd finger. And then give it a strum. And then lift off your 2nd finger to open up the E string and come up with your pick, your fingers, whatever you're doing, and grab open E and pluck the B string again with your 3rd finger there. Right? And then I switch to a B. The way I kind of get this all happening smoothly, it's a B minor chord, but I'm gonna just rock my 1st finger up here to the 2nd fret of the A string, pluck it, and then I'm gonna put 3rd finger and 4th finger on 4th fret of the D and G string, respectively. And I'm going to leave the E string and the B string open for now. And then I kind of grab the bass note and then the high notes. So down, up. So watch that kind of transition there. So when I grab this bass note, I'm giving myself a second to grab these other 2 notes. So after I get to that B minor chord with the open B and E strings, how I get that part of the melody is just after you play the open strings. Then I put my middle finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, strum that, open it up again, down. So we got on this chord, bass. You can see that pretty well, I think, right? So, part of the melody there just comes from putting my 3rd or 2nd finger on the B string, 3rd fret, lifting it up and down. So you use yours there to kind of. And again. Alright? So you do it twice, and then you do the D chord one more time, and then go with these diminished chords. So this is an F diminished chord. I'm going to tell you what frets these are in relation to the capo, just to avoid confusion. So I'm going up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th fret of the A string, put my 2nd finger there. 1 fret up from there, 3rd finger on the D string, 1 fret behind, so on the G string, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th fret. And then on the B string, the 7th fret again. Take that whole shape, slide it down, slide your 2nd finger's on the 3rd fret of the A string. Right, so. And then, I'm switching to a B7 chord. I'm not bothering to grab the E string though. So that B7 chord is 2nd fret of the A string, 1st fret of the D string, 2nd fret of the G string, and then open D. And I'm just avoiding, I'm not plucking the E. Just try not to hit it, basically. So that whole part is that whole thing again, and then slide up to this diminished chord. Slide it down 3 frets, and then a E7. Alright, after that, that little bit there. So after this, we got this B7. I'm going to pluck the G string with that finger on it and slide it up to the 4th fret, and then grab the 4th fret of the B string. So slide up, and then jump down to an E minor chord. Oops. So E7, pluck the G string, slide up to the 4th fret. Grab 4th fret of the B string with your pinky, then E minor. And then another slide up, so 3rd finger to the 4th fret of the G string. And again, and then just a run down, 2nd fret of the G string, 4th fret of the D string, and 1st fret of the D string, and then go to an A chord. So, so after that, okay, and then the vocals come in. My sweet Lord, my Lord, that is all just the same part as the intro. This is E minor to A. That down, 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 down. Really wanna see you. That's the D. bar chord. D, B minor. That B minor chord has a bar on the 2nd fret, 4th fret D, 4th fret G, 2nd fret B. Really wanna be with you. Really wanna see you long, but it takes so long now. So then it changes there, right? That is kind of like a D sharp diminished chord. So I got 1st fret of the D string with my 1st finger, 2nd fret of the G string with my 3rd finger, 1st fret of the B string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret of the E string with my pinky. And that's takes so long, my Lord. So that's a B7. So you can leave these two from that previous diminished chord exactly where they are on the G string, 2nd fret, E string, 2nd fret, and then rock your middle finger up to the A string, 2nd fret, jump the 1st finger up to the, I guess it's already there. All you really have to do is move your 2nd finger up to the B string, or A string, 2nd fret. And then E minor. But it takes so long, my Lord. Again, you can do that, or this is where the background vocals come in. So what I'm doing there is I'm just playing, I'm basically doing the same strum rhythm as everything as it was before, and I'm grabbing a little bit of the background melody with my pinky finger on the G string, 4th fret, and then I'm switching to an A9 chord. I'm not really bothering with the B string on it. I got my pinky here on the 4th fret of the G string still when I move my first 2 fingers down 1 string each, so they're on D and G, 2nd fret, also pinky on the 4th fret. So pinky on the 4th fret of the G string, switch to A, 2nd fret of D, 2nd fret of G, leaving this here, and then releasing it. That's kind of the bridge right before the key change. That part's easy enough. I switched all downstrokes here. Get a little quieter. Really wanna see you. That's a D. And then it switches to a D7, so that's 1st fret B, 2nd fret E, 2nd fret G. That's just a B7. If you don't know it again, 2nd fret A, 1st fret D, 2nd fret G, 2nd fret E, and open B. Then it switches to an E, which is 2nd fret A, 2nd fret D, 1st fret, 1st fret G. I'm going to do a C sharp minor chord here. Rather than doing the bar, I'm leaving the B string and the E string open. So that's 4th fret of the A string, 6th fret of D, 6th fret of G. Take some now, Lord. And then a full F sharp minor bar chord. just play that for you slow one time. So really want a D chord. See you. Really wanna see you. D7. Really wanna B7. See you. And now to E. Really wanna see you. C sharp minor. With an open B and E. Now, in the new key, I'm getting the background vocals kind of suggested at. Time I'm doing like an F sharp minor 7 bar chord, so I got full bar on the 2nd fret. Sometimes I'm grabbing the pinky here, sometimes not, but it doesn't really matter. I got my 2nd finger for sure on the A string 4th fret, and then you gotta move to grab the 5th fret of the B string here and switch to a B7, which is where you keep the bar there, move the 2nd finger down. 5th fret here, switch to B7 by dropping this down to the D string, strum again, and shift that back, B7 sus to B7. Open E chord, and there's a little background vocal in there too. Just kind of like feels in the song when it gets to that verse. So the way I'm doing that, it's just the same as before. So it's E sliding up to that C sharp minor power chord again with the open E and B string. Alright, so just review those chords again. That is just E, 4th fret A, 6th fret D, 6th fret G, open B and E. Switching to a C7 chord here from the E. I'm grabbing 4th fret of the A string, 3rd fret of the D string, 1st fret of the G string, and I'm avoiding the high E string here. And that's kind of the end of that verse. And then to F sharp minor. So that whole verse. Really wanna know. C sharp minor. And then the C7, 4th, 3rd, 1st. And then F sharp. And the same thing as before. Probably take the longest for me to show you if you've been waiting for this all this time. Wow. Okay, so what all that is, strumming an open E chord. Kind of like however you want to do it. That's what I usually quick down, up, down, just for drama. And then you gotta take your 3rd finger, put it on the on the G string somewhere. Pinky, put it on the same fret of the E string, and slide them both up to the 4th fret. So E, slide, 4th fret of G, 4th fret of E. And then back, the 2nd fret, and then open up B and E and grab the 1st fret of the G string. Right? And then go to the C sharp minor 11 chord kind of thing. So I got a bar on the 4th fret, 6th fret, D, G string is covered by the bar here. On the B string I got 2 frets, which is important because I got my, what would this be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th fret of the B string, and then my pinky's 2 frets higher than that on the 7th fret. To get the melody note there on the 7th fret of the B string, and then I'm going to take it off to get down to this one, and then I'm going to grab the G string right below the 3rd finger. There's the melody going in there. So then off, and then jam it right in there. See that? Okay. And then up. Just kind of lift it up and down to get that kind of melody, right? That's all just up and down on the G string. And just sort of try and control what strings you're hitting, but it doesn't really matter too much. You're just trying to approximate the melody as much as you can without sacrificing the rhythm guitar going on. So that is slide, open, and then this thing. And you do that twice. Run that I showed you before in a different key now. So you go put your 2nd finger 2 frets below, your 12th fret, 1 to 2 dots. Then 3rd finger 1 fret up from that, 1 string down on the G string, 1 fret behind the 2nd finger on the B string. Same fret as your 3rd finger. And then we're sliding that down 3 frets again. 1, 2, 3, right? Then 3 frets one more time. 1, 2, 3, down to the 2nd fret with your 3rd fingers on the 2nd fret. And then slide up to a C sharp 7 chord. So keep these 2 fingers down. Slide them up to the 6th fret. It's confusing just because I'm trying to keep it in relation to the Capo rather than slide up to that bar, 4th fret, 6th fret of D, and 6th fret of B, and then down to F sharp to B7. Okay, that's it. So that last one. Tags the rest of it out, parts that I've already covered that you can figure out the rest of. So, I keep screwing that up. There you go, I haven't actually played this song in a long time. But that's how I do it, and that's how I got all of them. There it is. That's how I get it all. So, it's pretty complicated, I guess, to go through this way. Hopefully you saw everything that I was doing. I really should try to make a tab for this, so I'll try to do that. If people are having a hard time and want to see a tab, let me know. Let me know if it helps. Let me know if you got any tips, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to learn how to do this sort of online tutorial thing. A lot different than teaching in person. But let me know if you learn it. I always like to hear that. If anybody learns it from this, yeah, let me know. That's always good to hear. Hope it helps. Enjoy, have fun. Thanks. Bye.